Okay, well, Lil Durk has been, I say identified, has been indicted with another pow pow for hire charge for the unaliving of Stefan Mack. Yeah, so it's another charge because there was one before, right? And now there's another one.
The Quando one was first.
Yeah, the one. I just feel like, man.
And
like,
this one is supposed to be in retaliation for his
yeah,
brother.
I feel like if I had money like that, I'd be too much like I wouldn't even be thinking about stuff like that. I'd be sleep all the time. I'd be passing out sleep from shopping all day. Because if I had money like that, I would not be thinking about how I could end the life of somebody. I just feel like a lot of times I just think a lot of young, rich people just ruin their life for nothing. And you know what? A lot of poor people just ruin their life for nothing. And I think that it's just like a lot of people just ruin their life for nothing because you become God because you feel like this other person ain't supposed to be living. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what type of issue y'all have with each other.
All this alleged.
All this is alleged, but I just feel like a lot of people just get to the point where they just ruin their life for nothing. Because you only live once. You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to be in prison for the rest of your life just based on your emotions.
Yeah, but I feel like with this situation though, I mean, not with everything involved, but with some of it, I mean, like if that's where he came from and that's how he was handling stuff before he got money, he might have never learned not to do stuff like that. And I know the one he just got indicted on, it was based off of his brother getting killed. So I mean, that's a little different. Your blood brother, somebody killing them, you might want to retaliate. Like, that's a little different. I don't know. I know King Von, that was his artist and his friend. So maybe he should have just went with the law on that one. But you don't know, with family, it might be a little bit different.
Yeah, I get it. But the thing is, sometimes you only live once, man. You gotta remember. And I see what you're saying. You're saying that for him. But I just know that you only live once. You'll never get this life back.
That's true.
You can never do this whole thing again unless because we don't know if reincarnation is something that actually exists. And heaven and hell is something that nobody's experienced yet.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So people saying, oh, will you go to heaven? You don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
but you may, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
but we do want to work your life out to make sure you go to heaven.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that, you only live once. You don't know what tomorrow may bring. You don't know how, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just think that a lot of it, you're right. A lot of it have to do with how they lived their life before. And that's how they handle things before being famous and being rich. But, I just feel like you only live once. Go ahead. Let's say something.
I agree with both of y'all on certain points. I feel like, I think that he allegedly, I'm just gonna say allegedly because this is the stories that we get, I feel like he was a gang member first and then became a rapper. So sometimes, even though you get money, if that's how you grew up, that's your environment, sometimes you just can't change that. And, especially nowadays with social media and, people always say that they're not influenced by social media, but I follow Durk, and then people be in his comments like, hey, did you get back from Vine? And you know what I'm saying? Like, people always got little smart stuff to say or whatever. So sometimes it's just like you feel like, hey, I got to do this just to, show people that I really am what I rap about. Like, I see what you're saying, like you only live once or whatever, but when you had that type of mentality, especially like when you live like a savage lifestyle, you grew up around savages and you in the street, that money, you could get that money, but you just can't change sometimes. And I just think that he got stuck in a cycle that he probably could have got out, but like he could have took the Chief Keef route. Chief Keef got his money and moved to California. But when you don't want your peers to look, when you get that, you don't want your peers to look at you like, oh, you selling out, you leaving us or whatever. So sometimes these guys feel like, they're entitled to stay in that, type of neighborhoods and stuff with their family and everything, their friends and everything. So
yeah, but it's a big part of the reason why a lot of Hollywood and a lot of the music industry and a lot of just black I ain't gonna say excellence, but black entrepreneurship and black music. A lot of that's dissolving anyway.
Yeah.
Because there's a switch in how things are happening now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a switch in how people, you know, like people, like the record industry. There's a big switch. You see, they're trying to get the biggest names in the record industry out of here. You see, it's a big difference in how music is sold. There's no longer any CDs. It's about streams and things like that. They're cutting out the big head over the music, where like people are just like they can put out their own music and make music that way. It's like it's a switch with a lot of stuff. I mean, you see Trump is in office now, so the whole world is just flipping around, and stuff is like starting to be different. You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to, and the thing is with Trump being in office, he's trying to do a different type of presidency. So a lot of people seeing that, and a lot of things is like, I mean, it's scary. Like life is just changing, like right in front of us. Like everything is just switching up.
They're gonna take Black history out of school.
They're taking Black history out of school. They're trying to make you feel like being black means nothing. They're trying to make you feel like slavery never existed. They're trying to make you feel like racism never existed while there's somebody racist talking to you. They're trying to make you, the whole world is switching as we know it, man. And that's why I said you only live once, so you gotta be careful with the things that you do, man.
Very true. Like kind of like on Durk's situation. Like bro, what, down 0-3, game 4 about to start. He down about 61 points right now in the game 7 series.
Yeah.
So it looking like it's about over with, man.
So matter of fact, it kind of reminded me of, I was watching a clip of an interview today with Young Noble from the Outlaws. And he was talking about, he said a Tupac line, like, why explain the game, niggas ain't listening. And it's just like, and he was saying like, man, like even nowadays with rappers or whatever, he's like, people still haven't learned with the murders of, you know, Biggie and Tupac. So what's the reason him wasting his breath, you know, trying to talk to the youth or whatever? Because he like, even now they doing worse than what was going on back, you know, back in the day. So it's just like, it's one of them things where this is the society we live in, you know. So y'all think Durk ever getting out?
I feel like if they can connect like the evidence to him like hiring the people, because that originally it's like they have people who were hired to do it, so it's like they have no connection to Durk and the people. So it's like,
well, I did see a story. They said they have an informant that was giving them information that had been working with them for a year, and they was paying them $2,400 a year.
but if the cooperators don't, or whatever, the people are, I guess, like, what are they? The victims are the well, I guess the people who were allegedly like pow and pow are paid to pow to people. I guess if they don't cooperate, and if it's just one person's word against everyone's, then it's like, even though he still wore a wire, so it's like,
it's crazy now.
It's crazy
because the court of just the people. It seemed like public opinion seemed like it mean more nowadays than the actual courts. Like back in the day, it seemed like
YSL.
Is the Durk's case, is it federal or is it a state case?
It's state. It's got to be state.
Because Young Thugs was state, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's state.
And
it was a state
so, and then he could. We don't know yet. He might.
That's what I'm thinking. If it's state, he might get it. If it's federal, it's a done deal.
So I see like a lot of these rappers, like I guess they feel like since the YSL case went that way, like I see Melly trying to.
Oh yeah, Melly trying to
get out.
Well, follow, share, like, and subscribe. We're gonna come back with our last topic.